Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. Today, super smart one, super proficient one.
That's right.
We're talking about the best place to move in Denver if you are in the tech industry.
All right, let's check it out. What's up, guys? I'm Eli Schmidt. This is my partner, William Grimes. He's Mr. Smart in tech
Smart
today,
guy today.
as you can see. And if it's your first time visiting our channel, hit that subscribe button and don't forget that notification bell because we drop a ton of content all week long telling you everything you could possibly want to know about moving to the entire Denver, Colorado area.
100%. And we are licensed brokers in the state of Colorado, which means as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. Something we can do, we would love to help you. And I'm pausing because I had like is it 100%? We like, I'm thinking out the math right now because I'm thinking tech-wise today. I think I'm overthinking it because I shouldn't be thinking it. What I should be doing is talking it and telling you guys, hey, listen, if you're in the tech industry, all jokes aside, where should you be living? And we're gonna give you guys a little bit of some reference as we go through each specific area. But for the most part, a lot of these are gonna be close to like I-25. So whether it's down south or as we start getting up more north toward like Highway 36 on our way to Boulder, that will be one of those places that we talk about today. Either way, a lot of your tech companies are in and around like an I-25 area, depending on where you're at.
All right, guys, so there are three primary tech hubs that you'll find in the Denver metro area. Starting down south, we're gonna have Denver Tech Center, or Greenwood Village is the city really associated with DTC. Correct. Heading up north on I-25, you're gonna have downtown Denver and all of those surrounding areas. And then heading northwest out Highway 36, you're gonna hit Boulder.
And you do have a little bit of tech in like Lone Tree. That's more of like the Charles Schwab campus, but there is some tech there.
DTC,
but it is extremely close to DTC. But just to get a little bit technical, yes, it is separate from DTC, but we're talking probably 5 or 6 minutes down the highway, if that. So super close, but let's include that as well.
Yeah, so starting off, let's start off down south. The furthest south that we are gonna go today is that Lone Tree area. And
DTC area.
Yeah, and we wanted to throw Lone Tree specifically on there because that is just such a commercial hub. So not only just close to Denver Tech Center where you're gonna have a lot of industries, a lot of startups, a lot of established companies already, but you're gonna find a lot of condos specifically in that Lone Tree area. So if you're moving out here and you're wanting to be close to Denver Tech Center, or anywhere, I mean, even if you're living in downtown Denver, Lone Tree could be a really great option for you with a lot of the style of homes that they have out
Correct. And if you are gonna be in Lone Tree, but you're commuting to like Denver Tech Center, like you do have the light rail system that still stretches out that far. So as far as like overall commute and public transportation, phenomenal.
Now heading north just a little bit, we're still staying close to DTC.
Correct.
We're gonna dive into Greenwood Village.
Single family homes.
Yes.
A little bit of an older, more established area. It's more central Denver, right? So central Denver was built a lot before some of these outskirts like your Southeast Auroras or your Highlands Ranches, Brighton, Erie's, et cetera, et cetera. But benefit of that is you've got some extremely established landscape, right? So a lot of the trees that are in Greenwood Village are tall and green, provide plenty of shade for like front yards. Your front yards in whole are usually pretty big.
Yeah,
you've got significantly large backyards compared to some of the other newer areas nowadays. So really cool, but they still provide some townhomes and condos out there as well. And as far as like education, if that's important to you guys, you have Cherry Creek High School out there for kiddos, which is a phenomenal school, but overall really cool. And that Cherry Creek High School area is like right around like the center of DTC. Greenwood Village, like all those single family homes, it's literally like right off the highway, like just behind where all the buildings are at, but it still feels like a neighborhood. And if you guys haven't checked it out, we can put the link below. We have done a Greenwood Village video. So if you guys want more detail on what it looks like, we're gonna be throwing some B-roll in here as far as what it looks like on this video. But if you want more in depth on Greenwood Village, we would love for you guys to check that video out.
Yeah, and if you're living in Greenwood Village and you're curious about, hey, outside of work, outside of being close to, my company, what else is there? Well, that's where you jump down to Lone Tree and you've got all the shopping, all the dining that you could possibly imagine. And there are a good amount of restaurants in Greenwood Village because it is kind of that business commerce. So you'll see some fancy steakhouses, which are great for lunch and things like that. But for the most part, for any shopping or dining you're gonna be doing, you'll be heading south to Lone Tree.
Right, but you got Hapa, you've got Jing, you've got California Pizza Kitchen, you've got Top Golf. So if you guys haven't been to Top Golf, that is in DTC. It's right off of Arapahoe Road, just behind a lot of your major buildings that are down there. But really cool, super fun like the spring and summer. In the wintertime, they do have heaters, so you can still golf outside. It still gets a little bit cold, but you can have corporate meetings there. You guys can have small birthday parties there. You guys can just grab a couple friends and hit some golf balls. Whatever it may be, really cool spot, not far away from Greenwood Village at all.
All right, now heading north, let's head right to downtown Denver.
D-Town.
LoDo, lower downtown.
Lower downtown to be specific.
Still kidding, yeah.
Eli, you guys can't tell, like, I was the Marine guy and the police guy and the working hard, protecting and serving for my entire life guy. Eli was a drummer in a rock band and super good looking and lived and knows a lot more about LoDo. So without further ado, we're gonna let this rock star talk more about LoDo, because I can help you when it comes to the ballpark and business-wise, but as far as like living and atmospherics, this guy can definitely drum some stuff up for you. True story, by the way. That's why he's blushing.
That
he
is
was
true.
literally a drummer in a rock band.
Diving into lower downtown, what does it look like living here? It doesn't look like single family homes. It's gonna be condos, it's gonna be townhomes, but for the people that really want to be in the hustle and bustle, at least as much hustle and bustle as Denver does have, LoDo is definitely gonna be your spot.
Correct. And I would say, like, hey, just to throw some things in there, if you do like single family homes and you do like the more established cultured Denver feel, if you venture just outside of LoDo into like Rhino District, you do have a lot of single family homes. They are older, the yards aren't as big, you are closer to downtown, definitely than like a Greenwood Village. So you're gonna get, like I said, the small yards. You still have some industrial there. Rhino's like an art district, so you've got some commercial buildings there. You've got breweries, you've got yoga places, you've got CrossFit gyms, right, kind of like intermixed with all of that. So consider that, but they are single family homes and they are just outside of LoDo, so still definitely within like the commute, a little off the beaten path as far as like what we're talking about today. But to give that single family home option, and yes, we will put our Rhino video link in here as well, because we have done a video on Rhino, so if you want more details on what those homes look like and what that area looks like, take a look.
So downtown is gonna be really good for you. If you're the type of person that's coming here and you don't wanna have to drive, even though you've heard us mention before, Colorado's a driving state. To really enjoy the state, you're gonna want a car.
Right.
But let's say for the most part, your day-to-day life, you wanna walk to work, you wanna be able to walk to restaurants and bars, you don't want any maintenance as far as taking care of a yard or anything like that, LoDo might be a really good option for you, because you do have the light rail coming in and out of downtown right here by Union Station. And then, you know, as far as condos and townhomes, that's as no maintenance as you can get.
Correct. And between McGregor Center,
Yep.
Coors Field, Ball Arena, which is where the Denver Nuggets and the Avalanche play.
Ball Arena, really?
That's what he's a drummer, not a sportster, right? So yes, it used to be Pepsi Center, right? But it's now called Ball Arena. That's where the Nuggets play, Avalanche play. You've got Empower Field where the Broncos play. They have, and just so you guys know, Denver is a major hub when it comes to like entertainment, right? So if you've got like large concerts, whether it's country superstars or Dua Lipa, Justin Bieber, I think Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
I learned that from my daughter. She was here. My buddy actually took her to the concert with his daughter. Not sure how I feel about that, depending on some of the video that was shot. However, hey, it's a super big hub. So when it comes to comedians, superstars, when it comes to Monster Truck Jam, when it comes to the stock show, when it comes to a lot of different stuff, whether it's at Ball Arena, Empower Field, Coors Field, or some things that they do now at the McGregor Center, which is super cool. We had the All-Star game here last year. A lot of really cool stuff happens in Denver. So not only is this a great hub for those of you that are gonna be working in tech and you wanna have that minimal commute per se, there's also just a ton of stuff down here in Denver entertainment-wise, and it's only getting better.
Now let's say you work downtown or you want to be as close to downtown as possible, but you want more of the residential, I won't quite say suburban, but residential feel. We call it urban suburban here. So you're gonna head just west.
See how hippie is? I've never would have known that.
You're gonna head just west of I-25.
What'd you call that?
Urban suburban?
Man,
It's a good ring to it, right?
it's got a great ring.
You're gonna head across I-25, guys. There's a little bridge that'll take you over there, and that's gonna pop you out right in the middle of Low-High or Lower Highlands or just the Highlands. And really, that's gonna open up this pocket of neighborhoods over there. It's not just the Highlands, but it's also Berkeley, it's Sunnyside, it's West Highlands. That whole little pocket over there, west of I-25, south of I-70, is gonna be a great spot where you can find some really good single-family homes and really good restaurants.
And we've done a video on that one as well.
A bunch of videos on
So
that.
it's one of our favorite spots, guys, like between the food, the ice cream, the atmospherics, the dog parks, like it's really cool. And it's just outside of Denver. I'm more of like, if I had to be down here, I don't know if I'd like to be right in the heart of it, but just being outside of it where you can still feel like you've got a neighborhood and some dog parks, but good food and right across the bridge from downtown.
Yep.
Super cool. We'll put that in the link below as well. So you guys have plenty of links to go watch and take a look at some of these areas that we're talking about.
Okay, now we are gonna hop on the highway, I-25. We're gonna go northwest up Highway 36, and we are gonna head to Boulder.
Super cool spot, not too far from Denver. Let's call it 35, 33 minutes, just outside of Denver up Highway 36. So if you guys are commuting to Denver for work, or if you're commuting to Boulder for work, but you like to live in Denver, or maybe just like the price points or type of living in Boulder isn't for you, either way, like it's literally 35 minutes, not bad at all. And as far as like Boulder comes, you've got like the downtown area, like the old downtown area, we've got a lot of restaurants. It's almost like a mini 16th Street Mall.
Pearl Street.
Pearl Street, and yes, we've done a video on Boulder. You guys already know we have. We're gonna be putting that in the link below as well, so take a look at that one. That was a super fun video, but it's like a small 16th Street Mall. A lot of great foods, little hole-in-the-wall boutiques, hole-in-the-wall restaurants. You've got hiking out there. You've got Nederland, that's just behind Boulder. We've got a lot of like national park area. That's great as far as for exercise. Hey, it's Boulder.
Now Boulder really offers it all. Whether you want to live and feel like you're living straight up in the mountains, you've got options. If you want the downtown condo, townhome, no maintenance, you know, kind of style like we talked about downtown Denver, they've got that to offer. If you want some urban, suburban, they've got that to offer as well.
Or like the college town feel, like even some of parts of those neighborhoods, like you've got a couple frat houses that are in those neighborhoods. You've got a couple quiet neighborhoods that are not too far from like CU. I'm not sure how hard they party or not.
Thanks. I needed that.
Either way, seems pretty modest. I'm not sure, but as far as like folks that we've helped live there, let's speak to that context. We've never heard of any complaints as far as like neighborhoods or areas being overwhelmingly just bad. We're like, our past clients have told us like, hey, we love being here, but man, this, you know, and we do frequent Boulder a lot for our clients, whether it's going to client birthday parties or helping new clients move there. We've never had something like that at all. So I think overall, I think it's pretty mitigated. They've got their own police department that's up there, but either way, a lot to offer. And you've got a couple large companies that are up there as well.
So to recap here, guys, we've got 3 major tech hubs, a few different places that you can live near each of those hubs. But here's the beautiful part. Even if you work up in Boulder, but you wanted to live down in Lone Tree, that drive, I mean, you're under an hour. It's probably what, 45, 50 minutes maybe?
It's not bad. And this is why I say, guys, in the very beginning of the video when we talk about, hey, overall, if you can keep yourself somewhat close to I-25, and yes, I-25 north connects to 36 when you go to Boulder, but for the bigger picture of whether it's south, mid, north, wherever you guys are finding yourself as far as likability for a home or for an area that you'd like to live, if you're somewhat close to I-25, and our traffic is not bad here compared to a lot of places, believe it or not, and a lot of our newer clients that are coming here are saying, hey, you guys are right, it's not half as bad as we thought it was gonna be. So if you're by the highway I-25, for the most part, if you wanna live in one spot but work in another or vice versa, you're gonna be in good shape. All right, guys, there you have it. Everything we think you guys might want to know as far as, and some other videos to go look at as far as if you're in the tech industry where you could live. We've had some fun facts today about this rock star over here, but more than him being a rock star drummer, he is a rock star realtor. I like to think of myself as the same. And yes, even though we have a ton of fun making these videos, we have even more fun helping you guys with your real estate needs. So that number that's popping back up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if there's something that we need, or that just something that you need that we can help you with,
That's right.
we would love to do so. But until next video,
Yeah.
we'll see you guys very soon.
See you guys.